make sure that when Florida prospers, our state prospers. We will not be left behind. He will expand Medicaid, raise teacher pay, raise the minimum wage, and preserve and expand Medicare and Medicaid. It's our time. It is our window of opportunity. So you stay woke and join me. Stay woke. Join me, Congresswoman Frederica Wilson and President Barack Obama in endorsing Andrew Gillum for the next governor of the state of Florida. Bring it home, Florida! Bring it home, Florida! Bring it home! Fired up, ready to vote! 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 Go vote, go vote, go vote!
Please welcome Florida Democratic Party Chairwoman Terry Rizzo and Democratic National Committee Chair Tom Perez.
Hello, Florida Democrats! Hello, Florida Democrats! Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to make history? Are you ready to bring it home? All right, we're going to do it. I am Terry Rizzo. I am proud to be the chairwoman of the Florida Democratic Party that's going to turn Florida blue. It is terrific to be with all of you today. And I want to thank all of you, every person in this room, for everything you have done for the past 2 years to get us where we are today. And we have 4 more days. 4 more days. This is our moment, Florida Democrats. This is our moment to change history. It's often said, this is the most important election of our lifetime, is it? Not just for Florida, but because it is. Not just for the United States because it is, but for the world, right? And also for 2020. Florida Democrats, it is up to us. We hold this in our hands. It is up to each and every one of us to do everything we can to dig deep and bring it home. You know, most of you know, our strategy has been built on a 67-county strategy. Every county matters, every vote counts, and we have to get them all in from the Keys to the Panhandle and east to west, right? And it's working. We are seeing record turnout. We need to see more. We need to get in every vote. If you still have a vote by mail ballot, get it in and be sure to sign it, all right? We need to get out every vote everywhere and get turnout at the polls. What we do matters. We need to do the following. Re-elect Senator Bill Nelson and send a champion back to the Senate. Elect the first Democratic governor and lieutenant governor in 24 years, Andrew Gillum. Elect a Democratic cabinet, Sean Shaw as Attorney General, Jeremy Ring as CFO, and Nikki Fried as Commissioner of Agriculture. Help flip Congress by electing our Democratic representatives, at least 6 more all through the state, right? You just saw some of them. All right. Take back the Senate, build the House, and take over a representation in Tallahassee, right? And elect Democrats up and down the ballot, from school board to county commission, all the way down the ballot. And when you vote, vote all the way down the ballot, right? Florida Democrats, this is our moment to change history. Are you with me? Raise your right hand Everybody raise your right hand and repeat after me. I am the blue wave. I will vote. I will work to elect our Democratic ticket. I will work my fingers to the bone. Our country is facing great challenges. And our values are being tested. But if we work together, if we work together, if we work together, we will win. We will win. We will win. We will win. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home. One more time. Yes, all right. Woo! All right. Florida Democrats, it's up to everybody in this room. And it's also because of the gentleman that I'm about to introduce that we're in a position to be here. I am privileged and proud to introduce to you the chairman of our Democratic National Committee, who is standing here with me. He is our partner, Chairman Tom Perez. Not yet. I want to tell you about this man. Tom Perez is the son of, you may not know some of this, and I want you to know it. Tom Perez is the son of immigrants from the Dominican Republic. He grew up in Buffalo, New York, where he learned the values of a union town: work hard, integrity, service, and perseverance. After putting himself through college with a Pell Grant and working at the back of a garbage truck, Tom passed up offers from white-collar law firms, instead choosing to start his career as a civil rights attorney for the U.S. Justice Department, prosecuting racially motivated crimes. For the past 8 years, Tom had the privilege, and you know this, of serving in fought for better wages and overtime pay, to retirement security and collective bargaining rights. But his strongest roots are in local organizing. Chair Perez, come up here. In 2002, he became the first Latino elected to the Montgomery County City Council. And as the board president of Casa de Maryland, Tom helped grow that organization from a sole service provider in the basement of a church to one of the largest immigrant advocacy groups in the Mid-Atlantic. He walks it like he talks it. He is our chair. I am proud and privileged to introduce Chairman Tom Perez, my friend.
Thank you, Terry. Good afternoon, Democrats. Good afternoon, Democrats. Way to go. Folks, I have an announcement to make. The weekend has been canceled. I have another announcement to make. Sunday brunch has been canceled. We're working straight through Tuesday so that we can make history with Andrew Gillum, with Chris King, with Bill Nelson, with Democrats up and down the ticket, with the state Senate. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it together. We're going to do it with the labor movement. Thank you for bringing us the weekend. We're going to do it with our Parkland families. Thank you for your courage. We're going to do it with every single person in this room and every single person across this state. Because, folks, let's face it, our democracy's on fire. It's a 5-alarm fire. You know, with the exception of our first responders, we're all trained to run away from fire. But you are the first responders. You are saving our democracy. Thank you for your service. Folks, that's how we win. That's how we will win. That's how we will elect elect Andrew Gillum. That's how we will re-elect Bill Nelson. That's how we will elect Donna Shalala, Debbie Murkisel Powell, Mary Bursey Flores. And I'll tell you, I got to tell you something. Donna Shalala was my boss for 2 years in the end of the Clinton administration. She's a spectacular leader, a woman of character. You got to get out there for all of them and get out there for Donna. Folks, everywhere I go around this state, I see energy. I see spectacular candidates. I see people organizing. And I see people saying to me, boy, do I miss Barack Obama. Man, oh man. You know, I'm not the only one who misses Barack Obama. I'll tell you, he has nothing in common with our current president. But I will tell you one thing. In 2 years, he will have something in common. They will both be ex-presidents. And it will start right here in Florida. It will start right here in Florida in less than 100 hours. The weekend is canceled. Sunday brunch is canceled. It's going to start here because we're organizing everywhere. We're leading with our values. And you know what, folks? What I miss the most about Barack Obama is that he was a uniter. He understood America is at our best when we work together, when we understand that we all succeed, only when we all succeed. He understands that you don't sling mud. He understands that our immigrant history is what has always made America great and always will. Caribbean Americans for Gillum, I like that sign. He understands, folks, that no matter where you were born, no matter what's your first language, no matter who you love, no matter who you worship, this is indeed the land of opportunity for everyone. That's what he's doing. And we see in the Republican ticket the exact opposite. Let's face it, folks, the party of Lincoln is dead. It's been replaced by the party of Trump. The party of Trump has replaced the rule of law with the rule of Trump. The politics of division, the politics of fear, the politics of lying. Well, here is a straight up fact. We are going to win on Tuesday. That's what we're going to do. And you know what, folks? Here is another fact. Between now and Tuesday, they're going to try to distract. Folks, our health care's on the ballot. Our Social Security's on the ballot. Our Medicare's on the ballot. Our Medicaid is on the ballot. Education as we know it is on the ballot. And by the way, don't forget to vote for Proposition Amendment 362 down the ballot, because that's how we preserve education. Folks, all of these things are on the ballot. Make no mistake about it. And when we get out there and vote, that's how we win. Make no mistake about one more thing. They will continue to divide between now and Tuesday. They will continue to try to lie more. They will continue to get down in the mud. And you know what, folks? When they go low, we go vote. No, when they go low, we go vote. When they go lower, we bring 20 friends with us who are eligible to vote, and they vote. When they go low, we say, sí se puede, 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 sí se puede. That's what we say, folks. Porque cuando votamos, ganamos. Nuestro voto es nuestra voz. Pero tenemos que votar. Tenemos que comprender que Donald Trump quiere asegurar que nuestra comunidad tiene miedo de que votar. Donald Trump wants our communities to be fearful of voting. We're here to say the right to vote is sacred. Don't ever take it away. That's what we're doing, folks. Make no mistake about it. We're getting out there. We're voting because you know what, folks? We're here on Tuesday to send a message not only in Florida, not only across the United States of America, but around the world. We're here to send a message. Somos los Estados Unidos. No somos los Estados divididos. We are the United States of America, not the divided States of America. We are America. We are an America in which everybody should have access to health care. We are an America in which our dreamers should be able to dream. We are an America in which education is the key to upward mobility. We are an America in which we understand that our governor should have been cleaning up the algae instead of sitting on his ass. That's what he was doing. Folks, this is real stuff. These are real stakes, and you can be the difference. You are the first responders, folks. You are what's going to make us win. And when you vote, we win. That is why, cuando votamos, ganamos. That's what we say in Spanish. When we vote, we win. When we vote, we win. When we vote, we win. Cuando votamos, ganamos. Cuando votamos, adelante, forward. Let's win, and let's win. And you are going to now hear from the next Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Florida, my good friend, Chris King. Let's hear it for Chris.
Well, hello, Miami. I got a big announcement. President Barack Obama is in the house. Senator Bill Nelson is in the house. And my friend, my new boss, and the next governor of the state of Florida, Andrew Gillum, is in the house. This is a great day, and you encourage us by showing up 4 days before a historic election. The last time we won the governor's race, I was in 9th grade, and Andrew Gillum was in middle school. But in 4 days, we are going to send a message to the nation that Florida will transcend politics and send Andrew Gillum to the governor's mansion. I'm many things. In many ways, I just call myself Andrew Gillum's wingman these days. And as you know, I ran against him for 18 months. And in trying to beat him, I came to care for him. And I came to like him. And I came to believe in him. And people have asked us, Chris, what are the similarities and differences between you and Andrew Gillum? And I say, well, we both have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. Mine are here. We both have strong women in our life. And this is very, very important, as you know. I met my wife when I was a sophomore in high school. She was a senior. That's right. Little bit of a problem for her. Huge opportunity for me. You've known your wife a long time. First time you asked her out, you asked her to pick you up because you didn't have your driver's license. But about the time I was meeting Kristen King, a young Andrew Gillum met R.J. Gillum, the next First Lady. And I tell you what, if you're concerned about strong women being in Andrew Gillum's life, do not be concerned. Because he has a magnificent wife, and he has an extraordinary mother, Frances, who's here today. So we got strong women, but what's the difference? The difference is not about politics. The difference is Andrew Gillum has a swagger. He has a hip factor. You know it. You know it. When he comes out here, you'll all get excited that Chris King is still trying to emulate. And you know this best. We have something called the political walkout song. You know what that is. That's the song we put on to fire you up, and it's supposed to illustrate our personalities. Andrew Gillum's walkout song is Walk It Like I Talk It. Pretty cool, I would admit. Chris King's walkout song, Jackie Wilson's Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher. Works for me. But you know what? I believe we're gonna win this thing and we are gonna make history. But we need your help. We need your love and your support and your time, because the last thing I'd say, we're running against a guy. I know because I'm trailing him all over the state of Florida. And when he was competing with my wingman, my running mate, my governor-to-be in the debates, he lied in the first debate 21 times. Not to be outdone, we had a second debate. You know how many times he lied in that? 22 times. But in Andrew Gillum, just like in Bill Nelson, we have a man of vision, a man of integrity, a father and a husband, a leader, and someone who will take Florida to a higher and better place. Thank you so much for being here.
only care about money making. Selfishness got us following the wrong direction. Wrong information always shown by the media. Negative images is the main
Please welcome Senator Bill Nelson.
Wow. I think I know the outcome on Tuesday. I want you to know, one of the things you don't know is that I had the privilege when a new senator came from Illinois to the Senate. I brought him to Florida for the first time. I'll never forget this. We had a joint town hall meeting, and we had it in the Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Eatonville, Florida, the only place that would hold a big congregation, and so many people turned out to see Senator Obama that day. They were hanging from the rafters. And of course, now, years later, he's coming back to help some more of us, and he's doing it because he knows it's so important. Because think of the legacy that he has had and what they're trying to do to undo his legacy. And we're not going to let them do it. There's another reason, and he's coming here because he's tired of all the untrue things that are being said. The former president feels that politics ought to be about honesty and integrity. And he, of all people, can stand up in great contrast to what we see in the occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue right now. So what this election comes down to is trust and honesty. And it's about who do you trust. Now more than ever, the country, indeed Florida, needs people that they can trust. We need leaders who know right from wrong. Desde el día de mi juramento como un teniente en las Fuerzas Armadas, from the day that I was sworn in as a lieutenant in the Army, hasta el día que yo volé al espacio, until the day that I flew in space, hasta hoy in al Senado, until today in the Senate. Hay un gran placer, un gran honor para mí, para servicio público. It's a great honor for me as a public servant. Yo creo que servicio público es una confianza pública. I believe that a public office is a public trust. And the people have responded very generously to me over the years by placing their trust in me. And I'm proud that now you have a real choice in the Senate election between the record of me and my opponent. My opponent has cut education. I support education. I have tried to protect the environment. My opponent has savaged the environment. And you see the results of the green algae and the red tide. Hashtag Red Tide Rick. I have tried to protect health care. He, of course, has tried, not for 1 year, but for 7 years, to repeal the Affordable Care Act. And now he has allowed the state of Florida to go ahead with a suit in federal court that is trying to declare your protection if you have a pre-existing condition, to declare that unconstitutional. This is what we are up against. And ladies and gentlemen, you've given me the privilege of standing up and working on the jobs for the future, our aerospace program. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Mars. And those high-paying jobs, the spin-offs from the new achievements in space, it all translates into American leadership in space and the jobs right here in Florida. And then let's don't forget what Mitch McConnell said just the other day. He said because of the big tax cut bill for the corporations, now he's got to find revenue. Where is he going? He said he's going to cut Medicare and Social Security. Not on my watch as long as I'm around. And so come election day, we all have a lot at stakes. And it means voting for leaders that really care about the people that they represent. And it means voting for leaders that really care about our state. And so I ask for this opportunity right now to come to introduce you to someone that I saw early as a young man as the student body president at Florida A&M. My wife and I had asked Andrew to come talk to a gathering that we have annually for college student leaders on the issue of values. And that young man has been one of the earliest, youngest city commissioners in Tallahassee, and then a great reign as mayor, and now he is going to be the next governor of Florida. Mayor Andrew Gillum. All right, everybody. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Are y'all ready to flip Florida blue? That's not good enough. Are we ready to flip Florida blue? Y'all, that's getting a little bit better. I gotta tell you, it is such a beautiful sight from up here. If we could hold the election today, I think we would run away with it miles, miles, miles ahead of our opponents. Democrats, independents, even some of our Republican friends that are joining us today, are y'all ready to flip Florida blue for the first time in 20 years?
I believe that we're gonna do it this time, y'all. Listen, you all have heard me as I have moved around this wonderful state of ours for now 21 months. And you've heard me over these last 21 months do my very best to introduce myself to you through my lived experience, oftentimes talking about my mother Frances, who birthed us in Jackson Hospital right down here in Miami. My mother Frances, who was a school bus driver for the Miami-Dade school system. My daddy Charles, who was a construction worker, and when my dad didn't have construction work to do, you would find him on the street corner selling fruits or vegetables to folks. On Saturday mornings, he would set his truck up in the open field across the street from the cemetery and sell flowers to bereaved families. Between my mother and father, they are the best examples of hard work that I know to this day. And I gotta tell you, I am so very honored to have my mother here with me today, Frances Gillum. Say what's up, Ma. I love it. Y'all, she